Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Morning Podcast. So, first, taking a look into yesterday's Indian market closing. The benchmark indices ended higher yesterday, with both Sensex and Nifty gaining 0.1% each. The broader markets underperformed the benchmark indices, with Nifty Midcap 100 losing by 0.12% and Nifty Small Cap 100 losing by 0.07%. Some of the gainers on NSE were LTI Mindtree, Bharti Airtel, IndusInd Bank, Sun Pharma, Bajaj Auto, JSW Steel, while losers on NSE included names like Maruti, Asian Paints, Adani Enterprises, Nestle, Axis Bank, Coal India. Taking a sectoral look on the BSE, then BSE IT index was a major sectoral gainer with closing with gains of 1.2%. Followed by BSE Healthcare and Telecommunication indices, which were up by 0.9% and 0.5% respectively. Apart from these three indices, all these sectoral indices closed on a negative note, with BSE FMCG index losing the most with losses of 0.4%. The overall market breadth was unfavorable as about 2,185 stocks declined against 1,786 stocks advancing. About 169 stocks made 52-week high yesterday, including companies like Ask Automation, Bajaj Auto, Balrampur Chini, Granules, High-Tech Pipes, Infosys, Welspun Living, and 16 stocks made 52-week low. On the fund flow side, yesterday FIS net sold rupees 1,347.5 crores, while DIS net bought around 440 crores in the cash market yesterday. Moving on to the global market cues for today, the global market cues looks slightly on the weaker side. Nvidia result came out beating the estimate slightly by 4.4%. However, the guidance for the third quarter at $32.5 billion is lower than the optimistic estimate of $37 billion plus. So all the indices in the US closed with losses between 0.4 to 1.1%. The market now will closely track the PC data, which is due tomorrow, and the Reliance AGM, which is going to happen today. The Asian markets are also reacting to the weak US market closing overnight, and hence a weak start is expected for our market today. Now let's move on to the stocks which are in focus. First one is Paytm, that is 197 Communications. The company has received a nod from the Finance Ministry for downstream investment into Paytm Payment Services. Paytm Payment Services will resubmit the payment aggregator license and will continue to provide online payment aggregation services to the existing partners. So this is positive for the company. PB Fintech can be in focus as Tencent Cloud is looking to sell 2.1% stake or 97 lakh shares in the company at rupees 1,660 per share, which indicates a 4.5% discount to the current market price. So this can be marginally negative for the stock. Genus Power Infrastructure's arm has received letters of award for 3 orders worth rupees 4,469 crores for the appointment of advanced metering infrastructure service providers. The company's total order book stood at rupees 32,500 crores. So overall, the development is positive for Genus Power Infrastructure in medium term. KEC International has received new orders worth rupees 1,171 crores for its transmission and distribution business in the UAE and Saudi Arabia. So positive for the company in medium term. Tata Steel has acquired 178 crore shares for rupees 2,348 crores in Tata Steel Holdings. Tata Steel Holdings will continue to be an arm of the company post this acquisition. So overall, the development is neutral for Tata Steel in short term. Sonata Software has received a multi-year, multi-million-dollar IT outsourcing contract from a US-based healthcare and wellness company. So positive for Sonata Software in short to medium term. Wipro has voluntarily liquidated its China subsidiary, so neutral for Wipro. MTNL is also in focus as Union Bank has freezed all company accounts, including collection and current accounts over non-payment of dues. So this can be negative for MTNL in short term. NLC India has signed a power usage agreement for the supply of 200 megawatts of green power to Telangana for 25 years. So positive for the company in medium to long term. VLS Finance buyback is to open from 30th August and will close on 5th September. So positive for VLS Finance. NALCO has signed an MOU between JV Kabil and Oil India for collaboration in projects and exploration. So positive for the company. Macrotech Developers has executed share purchase agreement for the acquisition of a 100% stake in Opexify Services for Rs 46.7 crores and one box warehouse for rupees 49.1 crores. Post this acquisition, both will become subsidiaries of Lodha. So overall, this is neutral to marginally positive for macro developers in medium term. Annapurna Swadhisht has opened its QIP on 28th August and has approved the floor price at rupees 434.96 per share, so positive for the company in short term. Lemon Tree Hotels has signed a license agreement for a 72-room hotel property in Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh. The property will be managed by its subsidiary Carnation Hotels and is expected to open in FY27, so positive for Lemon Tree Hotels in medium to long term. Procter & Gamble Hygiene and Healthcare will be in focus as the company yesterday declared its June quarter numbers, where the company has recorded a net profit of rupees 81.1 crores, which is a decline of 46.4% on a year-on-year basis. The profitability was impacted by weak operating performance with significantly higher advertising and sales promotion expenses as well as impairment losses. The revenues of the company, however, has grown 9.3% year-on-year to rupees 931.8 crores. The board has also recommended a final dividend of rupees 95 per share. So overall, this is as the company has declared mixed set of numbers, so this can be marginally negative for the stock in short term. Also, Welspun Living promoter is likely to sell 4.6% stake in Welspun Living through a block deal. The floor price for the same is fixed at rupees 197 per share, so this can be slightly negative for Welspun Living in short term. Now, after the stocks in focus, let's move on to some of the bulk and block deal activities which have happened. So, in case of JMM Pfaudler, Atreides Investments BV has sold 4.12 lakh shares, which is 0.92% of the stake. And Geranium Investments Limited has sold 37.09 lakh shares, which is 8.25% of the holding at rupees 1,352 per share. Against this, Infinity Partners have bought 41.21 lakh shares, which is 9.17% of the holdings at rupees 1,352 per share. In Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences, Emerald Investments Limited have sold 15.7 lakh shares, that is 1.96% of the stake at rupees 2,497 per share. Infinity Partners have bought the equivalent number of shares at the same price. In case of Shanti Educational Initiatives, Legends Global Opportunities of Singapore have bought 8.43 lakh shares at rupees 124.9 per share, and against that, New Liena Investments have sold the similar number of shares in the company. In Shaily Engineering Plastics, RBI Finance, which is an investment arm, has sold 5 lakh shares at rupees 940 per share. Motilal Oswal Mutual Fund has bought 5 lakh shares at rupees 940, and Motilal Oswal Mutual Fund, another mutual fund, has bought 3.11 lakh shares at rupees 923.63 per share. In Kesoram Industries, Sunday Holdings LLC have sold 28.56 lakh shares at rupees 207.02 per share. Now, some of the insider trades data. In Ion Exchange India, promoter Mahabir Prasar Patni has sold 94,000 shares between 14th to 23rd of August. In Paisalo Digital, promoter Equilibrated Venture Seaflow has bought 15.58 lakh shares on 28th August. In Usha Martin, promoter Peterhouse Investments India has sold 6 lakh shares on 26th August. So these were the key market data points to know before going ahead in the today's trading day. That's it from the today's podcast. Thank you everyone for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.